Hi, my name is Donna from the Lost Closet. I resell on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, and I'm here with you today to show you how I make sales and some other ways that I know how to make sales. I'm on eBay. I have all my listings by SKU, either when I listed them or when I relisted them, and that's how I make my sales because the older date means I've had it longer, and the newer dates means I haven't had it so long, and I do my discounts accordingly. I don't have a strict method. I just sometimes it's 50% for things that sell that are listed in August or whatever. Sometimes it's only 40%. I go up to 75% depending on how I'm feeling that day and how slow my sales are. So we're going to just jump right into it. Okay. So we'll see you in a minute. This is like when my eBay, this will show my sale, my listings, and all the normal stuff. So to make a sale, I would click on marketing discounts, and it'll show you some of your previous sales. And then down here, you can schedule them. You can make your sales, schedule them for the month if you want, or the week. I generally make like 2, maybe 3 day sales because it gives a sense of urgency, and then it gives me an opportunity to, if I feel like my discount wasn't enough and it didn't promote enough sales, or if it was good, maybe I could lower the discount and see how that goes. It just lets me, you know, keep the sales fresh. So I get an influx in like a sale or two in the beginning of the sale, and then when the sale is ending, normally like the last day or so, I'll get a couple more, and then maybe one or two in between. So here's your options. You can send a coupon, which I do sometimes. I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about that, so I might get back into it and give it a whirl. Order discount, sales event, shipping discount. I never do shipping discount. I'm not sure how that one works. And volume pricing. Volume pricing is if you have a listing of, say, 10 Dove body washes, and you can give a discount if the buyer buys 2 or 3 or more, and you can change the discount according to what they buy. Why is my light keep going out? Okay. So, So I don't really use that one because I don't have multi-quantity listings. You can do shipping discount. I've never really tried that one either, so I'm going to stick with what I do that works for me because I know that more than the other ones. And then other discount, I don't know what that one is, but I go to sales event, and then here it'll give you percentage off each item. So I'm going to show you one way how I used to do it before I put a SKU number into every listing. I'm just going to leave my light out and hope it's good. So, this you can include skip listings when they apply, keep items in the sale, and block revisions and price increases. I do that because sometimes I forget I'm running a sale. And I generally go down here. I want my sales to start on like today, maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll start this one for tomorrow. And then when you click down here, it will automatically default to the following month. I've made that mistake several times. So you want to make sure, okay, so the 15th, so you want to, where's my 15th? So I want to run a 1 day sale. So that's what I do. And it'll say start at what time. There used to be a start now, but I guess that went away. Oh no, if you go here, if you want to start it today, there's where that, because I generally do start now, and then the start now key is up there, but because I have it listed for tomorrow at 12 a.m. So on the 15th, just tomorrow. And here you can have it end whatever time. I generally have my listings end in the morning shortly after I start my work day. So we're going to say 10 a.m. You can, have it end whatever time you want. It's not going to make a difference. And then here you can change the title. I generally don't. And then here you can add items. So this is how I used to do it. So I'm not going to save the sale, or I'm not going to launch it. You can, where are we? You can search by keywords. Like, I guess you could do like plush, and all of your plush would come up. You could select all of them and make them a certain discount. You could do shorts, and all of your shorts and short sleeve shirts would come up. And I don't know why that's there. That's not, that's a jacket. So I guess you'd have to look at it. This is not a way that I do it, but if you wanted to do a certain category or a certain clothing, you could put all of your jeans on sale, you could put all of your plush on sale. I might just do a big plush sale, but I'm not going to do that right now. You can hide items that are already on sale. You can select price range. You can be like anything that's $10 or more to like $500, which I don't have anything. So, and then price range, it did not change. There we go. Apply. There you go. You have to hit apply. So like 1900 come up in that short search. It only allows you 2,000 items. So if you have a big store, like over 2,000 items, you can't put your whole store on one discount. So you can do it, you can sort by new, you can put all of your new items on sale, you can put all of your used items on sale. But this is how I used to do it. And it used to be time consuming for me to do it, but I used to do it days on site. So I would start with, if it was on the site for more than 15 days, and then say up to 90 days. And then you would hit apply, and then 965 would show up. You could hit select all, and then add items, and then they would all show up here. And then you would hit launch, and for me, it takes about 10 minutes for me to start seeing that my sale is being uploaded. It doesn't upload all at one time, but I don't know. Yeah, you can hit remove all, or I'm going to show you again. So, and then I would go for like 91 days to like 150, and then hit apply and give that a separate discount. It wouldn't be the same discount. It'd be add items. And then say it wouldn't be 50% for things up in that short. It would probably be like 20. And then you would hit launch, and then it would go. And I used to do that. I would have like 5 sales running, but now I do it by SKU, and it's easy to put a SKU number in your listings. I did it one at a time. I did it as I relisted it, and I checked for typos in the listing. I'm always finding a typo or a misspelled word. I've been doing this for a long time, and I still find a lot of typos. So I'm going to do 50%. I'm going to add items. And then over here, if you click here, you can hit for individual listings or bulk listings. And then here, it'll give you the SKUs. And so, like, I did 50%, so I'm just going to do the ones I relisted in August, because that's my oldest SKU. That's when I decided I was going to give all of my listings a SKU, and I delisted a handful at a time, rewrote them, added the SKU number. So anything that was listed in August or relisted in August is going to show up. And I'm going to make this start now. And then end on the 17th, excuse me. And it doesn't show how many is listed. that's in your listing here, but here's your 824, and you can remove it, and then you can, yeah, 50%. Sometimes you have to double check. I generally do, just in case. And then this will be sales event. I might add 50%. I don't always, but sometimes I do. It'll help me recognize it in the when you look at your sales, which ones are which. Because if you don't put something specific in there, it's a default for eBay. But I just normally just leave it, and then you can hit launch. So, and then it's pending, and see, save up to 50%. See, my last sales I did, they're all the same. So it's hard for me to know what discount it was for. So maybe I'll do that more. If you want to add a SKU listings, I generally add the SKU in their drafts, but you can do it when they are not. So these are where all my SKUs are. So you can, however you want to do it. I did mine one at a time, but you can do it this way. You can do it from the drafts if you're doing D-list and relist. Is part of the reason why I did the SKUs, because I'd have an item written in August rather, and it'd be on sale for 10%. Well, I know I've had that one way longer than the ones that have been listed for like 20 or 30 days, or, that has a higher discount. So that didn't make sense to me. So that's why I decided to run sales according to SKUs. And it took me a little bit of time to get through all of my listings, because when I started, I had about 2,000 listings. So that was I feel like, invest some time up front. It'll get easier down the road. So that's what I did. So my sales make more sense. So you can hit edit selected, and they'll come up, and you can just click in here and change your SKU to whatever. That's not 1025, but you can do it. Why am I putting a decimal point? 824, and then hit save. I'm going to leave it how it was, because that's when they were. These I relisted this morning, so that's why they're at the top. I didn't understand why they were. And then you can hit submit. You could do it all. If you have a lot, you can go in here and bulk edit. You can change your price. You can change it from auction to buy it now, from buy it now to auction. You can change your packaging details, your shipping policy. You can change your category, the condition. And then here is if I had, well, I didn't select any listings, but like, say if I had 100 of these, I could just bulk edit. You don't have to do one at a time. Where are we? And then you could just type in change to, and then type in whatever SKU you want to use. I use the dates. I use a date method. 824 is 824, 924 is 924, all the way up to the current date. So that, and then I'll know, like, if 824 I'm not selling anymore when I'm having a high discount sale, I might want to either revise the listing, take it completely down and rewrite it, or take it completely down and redonate it. So that's how I would do that. So, and then I'll just hit submit. I didn't make any changes, but I'm just going to hit submit anyway. So if there's any more questions you want to know about making edits on your eBay store, if I know how and I feel comfortable, like if I've played enough and feel like I could share some of my knowledge, I definitely will. If it's something that I don't know, might look into it, see if I can figure it out and make a video. Just leave the comments down below. I would appreciate any feedback, any likes, any comments, and a subscribe. It would mean the world to me, and it would really help me build my channel that I've been working very hard on learning. It's been such a learning process for me. It's been fun though. I've enjoyed it. So